So good morning and welcome to morning yoga meditation. As always, practicing live on the recording, taking it at your own pace. Today, I'd like to invite you to explore the theme of flow, connecting to water element. So we're going to try, or the invitation is to keep it flowing in your own pace, and that doesn't always mean movement. Flow could be in static and really focusing on the flow of your breath, which is where we're going to start today. Finding that comfortable seat position. Do feel free to give it a little shuffle about. Find where it feels comfortable for you to sit. You can also sit on your sofa, chair, by the wall, and finding that comfortable seat position. Closing the eyes. If it doesn't feel comfortable to close the eyes, and focus on a point in front of you. And as you inhale, noticing a wave flowing up to belly to chest. And as we breathe out, relax the shoulders, relax the face. Let the hips sink down to the floor. So as you breathe in and as you breathe out, noticing a wave of breath flowing up, and a wave of breath flowing down, relaxing of any tension through shoulders, jaw, and maybe each inhale you sit a little taller. And as you arrive with that breath, watching the breath flow in and flow out. The difference with the inhale and exhale, that change in the body, indicating movement, flow, even here in stillness. Let's start to invite movement to that breath, guided by that breath. On your next inhale, feeling free to wriggle fingers and toes. And then inhale, lengthening the spine, sitting tall. Exhale, starting to tip the head over to the right side. Deep breath in. Exhale, the chin rolls down and round. Head now tilts over to the left. Inhale there. Exhale, chin down and round. I'm just doing that within your own pace of breath. Noticing as you move in time with your pace of breath, starting to invite more movement into your flow practice. How your body responds. Where in your body needs attending to, or where in your neck and shoulders needs attending to. So you might find an area that feels a bit more contracted, sticky, sore, tense, and you go a little slower there. As you practice flow today, and I practice with the intention to release blockages in our body, tension in our body. Really nice. The next time that the chin rolls down, we're going to meet there. And then on your next exhale, start to round the back, draw the belly button in, reaching the arms forward. You might take a little movement as you sway the hands side to side, maybe round in a circle. Do feel free to interlace the fingers. And then on your next inhale, let's reach the arms up, palms together, looking up. And then exhale, we tip over to the right, bending that standing arm to reach over into side bend. Inhale, we come back through center. Feel free to look back up to the hands. Exhale, taking it over now to the left. Maybe you'd like to look down. So inhale, reaching up, looking up. Exhale as we come down to the side, looking down, reaching into side bend. Nice, and just doing that within your own pace of breath. Maybe really slowing it down, and also an invitation to close the eyes. To really feel your way through that movement. Increasing flow, movement in joints, into side. Just remembering that everything in this practice is optional, so if it doesn't feel too great to flow at this pace, you might land on a side and take a full breath in and out there. And then continue with the flow to meet the other side. Very much going at your own pace and time with this flow. Remembering that even when we're holding static, when we're breathing, we're still inviting that flow of breath. Very subtle, small movements in your body. Nice, okay. The next time that you land over towards the left, we'll finish there as we inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, we interlace the hands again, reaching the hands forward, tucking the chin in. And again, it might feel good to reach the arms up, down, side to side, or maybe round in a little circle. Exploring, being curious of all the spaces there that you're feeling that. Stretching your back, your neck, down to the base of your spine maybe. Nice. Next inhale, let's reach the arms up. And exhale, let's stretch the arms out wide. And then we're coming into all fours to tabletop. So let's guide ourselves into tabletop, where the fingertips spread into the floor, knees are underneath the hips. And we'll tuck the toes under. As we inhale, draw that weight forward just as far forward as it feels good for the wrist, waking up wrist and fingertips. Exhale to sit the hips back. Just allowing those toes to tuck under, stretching out the feet. Inhale, drawing forward. Exhale to sit back. So now we start to invite movement to wake up fingers, wrist, toes, feet. Bringing movement to hip, shoulders, knee joints. Moving in time with your own pace of breath. Inhale, guiding yourself forward. Feel the sensations through your body. Exhale to send the hips back. And again, this is a flow in time with your own pace. So if it feels that you would like to attend to the wrists more or the feet more, then stay back or stay forward for breath. Really nice. No rush. The next time that you visit the feet, so you're sitting the hips back, we'll stay there for a breath and just gently nod the head up and then down. And then on your next inhale, let's guide ourselves forward into what fours. Give the feet a good tap out. Nice. Okay, from there, let's start to make our way through to cat-cow. So on your inhale, let's draw the belly towards the ground, lifting the tailbone, broadening the chest as the shoulders draw down away from the ears, looking forward. Exhale to tuck the chin in, round in the back, draw the belly button in. And just doing that within your own pace of breath. Inhale through to cow pose. And again, attending to your body, so it might feel good to gently wiggle side to side. Exhale, rounding into cat. Again, wriggle side to side, or maybe like to sit back and then come forward. Again, a flow within your own pace and time. So you can flow into cow and cat, or you might attend and stay there a little while longer to notice where in your body feels maybe stagnant, stuck. And the invitation to invite flow into your body and into your practice today is to release feeling of being stuck, stagnant, stiff in your body. Really nice. Okay, let's go for one more round of breath there, whatever option you're in. Nice. And then when you are ready, option 1, sit it back into your wide leg child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide, arms stretch out, forehead down. Option 2, tucking the toes under, sending the hips back and up into your first downward dog. Feel free to pedal the feet, sway, twist the hips. Find movement in your body in downward dog, finding flow within your body in child's pose. A deep breath in, deep breath out. Wherever you are, notice movement through your body. Let that breath guide movement, expansion, expansive breath on the inhale. And if you're pedaling, noticing how one foot, leg feels different to the other. Nice. When you are ready, let's inhale, either coming in through to all fours or plank position. Exhale, so if you're in all fours, you're just coming back to that back and forth. If you're in plank position, we're going to bend the knees, wave the hips back, and then up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bend the knees, wave the hips back, and up into downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, wave, bend the knees, send the hips back. So up to you. You might be doing that in an all fours. You might be doing that in downward dog to plank. In all fours, you can start to maybe incorporate that cat-cow. So you might inhale, round the back, rock it forward, and then exhale, sit the hips back. Nice. Can we invite fluidity, smoothness in the movement, flowing from one position to the next and then back. Very cyclical nature of that movement. Nice. Let's go for one more round of breath there, no rush. And then when you are ready, let's draw forward into all fours or plank position. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's lower the knees if you haven't already. Elbows bend in. We're lowering ourselves down onto our mat. Feet about hip width. Arms alongside the body. So entirely up to you. You can have palms facing down, arms down onto the ground for support. Or you might raise the hands off the ground. Allow the back of the neck to feel long, tucking the chin in slightly. Let's inhale, lift the chest. Moving cobra. Exhale, float back down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower. Again, just doing that within your own pace of breath. And if we can, if the hands are on the ground, we're using them very minimally. So try to get that movement engagement through your back rather than the arms. And maybe each time you inhale, you lift a little higher. Waking up any stagnant energy there through the lungs as you massage the lungs. That full inhale pressing into the floor. Any stagnant energy in your mid to upper back, the back of the neck long. Nice, no rush. Let's go for 2 more there. Can we breathe all the way in and all the way out. From there, next time that you land, hands beside the chest, tucking the toes, sending the hips back and up. Option to come into cat-cow. Bringing movement through the spine, or you might visit the waves again. So that's the downward dog. Inhale to draw forward. Plank. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips up. So up to you, what kind of movement do you need right now? Cat-cow, wave, or maybe even sitting into a child's pose. Take what your body needs, inviting that flow at whatever pace that is. More active, faster pace in the downward dog plank variation. A slower pace in cat-cow, or even slower pace, child's pose. Notice the movement, be that as subtle as it is, through your body. Let's go for 1 more round of breath. Nice, okay, when you're ready, in child's pose, start to guide yourself up. And then we're going to meet in downward dog, so that we can start to walk the feet towards the hands. Hanging here in ragdoll, knees bent, arms hanging. Feel free to fold the arms, feel free to stack elbows onto knees. Feel free to have the arms to hang heavy, swinging side to side, rocking back and forth, or gently nodding the head up and down. Notice and release any stagnant, stuck sensations through your shoulders, neck and head. Let's take a deep breath in. And part the lips. A deep breath all the way out. Letting go. Next inhale, let's start to roll ourselves up. Keep the knees bent. Rolling up to standing as head comes up last. When we arrive, shrugging the shoulders up, drawing the shoulders down. And then from there, let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Circle the arms up, palms meet together, looking up. Exhale, let's take up space as we stretch the arms out. Start to fold forwards, hands come onto the shins. Nice. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, let's bend the knees and step right foot back and lower that knee down. We're coming up into lunge where we're going to bring the palms together. Nice, so when we come into lunge, just checking in with that hip-knee alignment. So if you think about the hips extending a line out, your back foot and ankle and knee going to be hip width, and your front leg as well, just so that you've got that balance. Knee stacks on top of ankle, so depending on where you are, if you're lunging more forward, just make sure again, knee stacks on top of ankle. Palms to the centre as we inhale, lift up from the pelvic floor through to the crown of the head. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, we're going to sweep the hands up, tracing the hands up as we look up. Exhale, let's bend the elbows, cactus arms, stretch the arms out. Maybe you lift the chest, looking up still. And then sweep the hands down, inhale, reach up. So how that might look with the arms forward. It's an inhale to reach up, Bend the arms to exhale, and you might arch back to look up. Sweep the hands back down, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, so we're inviting movement through the upper body, inviting you through the chest, arms. Stay active with the hands, really stretch and reach out, take up space. Nice, again, just that invitation of flow, invitation of movement. Anything that may feel stuck here, releasing through that movement. Nice, let's go for one more, no rush. From there, when your hands next come down, landing them to the ground, tucking the toes under, up to you. Have the option to pedal it in downward dog, or you might want to step forward to hang it in ragdoll. Up to you. What does your body need releasing of more? Downward dog, you're getting both the inversion, working through the legs. Maybe work through the legs more. Ragdoll, keeping the knees soft, maybe working through the upper body more. Both in inversions. Both breathing there. Nice. Those in ragdoll. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. And then exhale, send the left foot back. Those in downward dog, start to step that right foot forward. We come into lunge. So now it should be lunge on your other side. Right foot forward, left foot back. Nice, and again, just check that hip knee alignment. Palms to the center, knee sets on top of ankle. Deep breath in as we lengthen. Breathing out as we let go of the shoulders, soften the face. And let's start to incorporate that flow. Inhale as we reach arms forward. Feel free to lean forward as well. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows draw out wide. Circle the arms round. Inhale, sweep forward. So it's up to you how much movement you want to incorporate into that. You can reach forward, fold, and reach up, and arch back. You might stay still with the torso and work through the arms just instead. Again, take your time with that. Reach all the spaces when you reach up and all the spaces as you reach out wide. That's it, really nice. And then when you're ready, let's take one more there, no rush. In your own pace and time. The next time the hands come down. Bringing the hands down, take your time. We're going to step back, up to you, downward dog, cat-cow, or extended child's pose. Take what kind of movement, mindful movement you wish to take. Still breathing those steady breaths in and out. Nice, let's go for one more breath wherever you're at. Nice, and then when you're ready, we're going to start to meet into that extended child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide, stretch the arms forward, relaxing the head to the ground. And I'd like you, as we come into that child's pose, that fold, that indication to look, or that invitation to look inwards. Notice how your body feels right now after some movement, how that flow may have quickened. Water that resides in your body, that flow of blood. how that may have changed from when we arrived, how the temperature of your body, your breath may have changed. And connecting back to the wave of breath, wave flowing in, rising, expanding the areas, back space, side body, belly, chest. And breathing out to let the head soften, let the hips sit back. That wave of breath, energy moving through your body. Be that energy is universal energy moving through your body, or be that an understanding that molecules are moving in and out of your body. That are a form of energy. But that breath moving through you, and if that breath is moving through you, it's inviting a flow. No matter how big or rapid that flow might be, or slow and soft. And in your own time, let's start to soften and slow that breath down. Consciously breathing slower to the belly, to the chest. Breathing all the way out. Let's take one more breath here. And when you're ready, take your time. Spreading the hand into the floor, lifting the head. Going back through to all fours, where you might like to take a few rounds of cat-cow. Where you might like to tuck the toes under, rock forward and sit the hips back. Feeling free to take any movement that feels good for your body. You also might take side to side. And whenever you're ready to, take your time. Start to sit to the side to guide yourself into seated. And again, you might want to pop a cushion. So we're going to come into seated for seated twist. And then I'm going to invite you to stay there. But if you much prefer to finish your practice lying down, you can also do that too. So let's find that seated position as we shrug the shoulders up, draw the shoulders down. You can have the legs crossed, you can have the legs extended out. Take a few more. And feel free to close the eyes to feel that gradient of increasing tension to the ears, to the shoulders. And releasing tension. And maybe you can do that a little slower so that you can really be present for the transition. So part of flow practice is really paying attention to the transitions as well as the arrival. That slow transition, being in the moment to moment before you arrive into the pose. And with that in mind, the next time the shoulders roll down, let's inhale, reach the arms up, take up that space, stretch out the fingers, looking up to the palms. Exhale, let's take that right hand over onto the knee, the other hand sits behind. Inhale, we're going to sit up tall. Lengthen from that pelvic floor, base of spine, up through the spine, back of neck to the crown of the head. And then when you breathe out first. Gently using that hand to guide yourself to twist to look over the back shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Using your breath as a guide. Guide you through that pose and subtle movements that you might feel. Nice, no rush. Next inhale, let's sweep the arms back through to center, looking up to the hand. Exhale, left hand comes down onto that right knee, other hand sits behind. As we inhale, lengthen, sit up tall. As we exhale, guiding ourselves to gently twist. Work with your breath, inhale, lengthening, lifting out, torso out of the hips. Find space and then breathe out to gently twist. Nice, and no rush. Your next inhale, let's sweep back through center, circle the arms up, palms together. And exhale, we'll reach the arms out. And entirely up to you. You might want to finish your practice in seated, but we did start here, so the invitation is also to lie down on your mat as well. Whatever feels comfortable for you, lying down or seated. Pop cushions underneath your hips. Feel free to shuffle about, so in seated you might gently roll around in a circle. Find where your spine feels aligned so that it feels a little less effort to sit up tall. For lying down, feel free to shuffle feet, legs, hips, shoulders, rock the head side to side. And we arrive noticing the contact that you have with the ground. Feeling free to take any movement that still resides and wants to move out of your body. Expend that energy. If you need movement, take it now. So that you can resolve to be still. Not forcing yourself though. Can we surrender to stillness? As we let go of feet and legs, hips. As we unravel the spine, shoulders melt away from the ears. Arms relaxing all the way down to the fingertips. Back of the neck relaxing. Head, the scalp relaxing. Softening jaw, space in between the eyebrows. Maybe you've already closed the eyes. To notice that even in stillness, as we slow it down, there is still very subtle movement. As you notice the breath flow in, the breath flow out. And as we come into our meditation, part of our practice, slowing down the body, starting to find that space of observation. So maybe you start to observe as you breathe in, that wave flowing up. And as you breathe out, that wave flowing down, releasing anywhere in your body that is holding tension that you can let go of. Feeling a little more relaxed with each exhale. Feeling a little more space with each inhale. And as we breathe, watching this breath, cultivating that space of being the observer, watching the breath move through you. Energy in the form of breath moving through you. And over time and practice, when we cultivate this space, a feeling of stepping back to observe, to notice first before we react, we start to cultivate an understanding that we are also not our thoughts or emotions. When we take that step back, we see them like we see the breath moving through you. And you feel the sensations of emotions and thoughts in your body. And that they are also energy moving through your body. Sometimes it can be raging through your body. Sometimes it can be softly whispering through your body. But all the same, like the breath, energy moving through your body. So if there's any thought that is taking hold of your awareness, allow it to float on by with the wave of a breath. The invitation to intend, plant a seed of intention. That with flow, we are never stuck. We take in what we need, what is meant for us right now. And we release of anything that doesn't serve us, be that physical hold in your body, be that stagnant energy, feeling stuck, or anything emotional, mental that feels stuck in your body. Receive, release. Inhale, receive. Exhale, release. maybe you'd like to stay with this intention, carrying it, intending it for the rest of your day and week. To invite more flow into your day-to-day life. And taking your time. An invitation to take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Feel free to start to invite movement to fingers to toes. Gently to the head, side to side. Maybe even taking neck rolls if you're sat up. And in your own pace and time, invite bigger movements. Maybe on your next inhale, you stretch the arms and stretch the legs out. And then on your exhale, give yourself a big hug and squeeze, welcoming yourself back into your day. For those lay down, gently rock side to side, back and forth, however you like to guide yourself up. As we join in a comfortable seat position, palms at the center of the chest. And just take a moment to notice as we return to where we started, how the state of your being has shifted, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. And with that awareness, let's guide ourselves back. As we inhale, stretch the arms out. Palms meet at the top. And exhale, hands down through center. Namaste. Good morning. Thank you for joining practice.